Welcome back to the vlog, campers. We are here at the Emporium of Oddities and Miscellaneous Things once again, but for only a short time because we are installing the rooftop tent and rack onto the back of my truck, which has been off for a few months because it's time for another truck venture and camp out in the Oregon wilderness. So we're gonna get that installed and we're gonna get on the road. Okay, a little side note here. About 6 months ago when I took this tent off because, you know, pandemic and all, I put these bolts in a rust solution to de-rust, and well, yeah, they're still in there. It's like beeswax, but guess what? Not a speck of rust on them at all. These are my rack bolts, by the way. Found a cool camp spot on our last adventure out in the Deschutes National Forest, and at that time I was just kind of doing a little reconnaissance, and I went around and I was setting waypoints in my Gaia GPS, and we selected our favorite spot of the bunch and then created a route in Gaia GPS to get us back here from the main highway, and it was a quick jaunt back, so it worked out really well using Gaia GPS to find your trails, find your camp spots, and then keep them in the database, and then find them again when you're ready to go out and camp. We made it to our camp spot. We are in the Deschutes National Forest just outside of Bend, Oregon, and we were here a few weeks ago actually. We were doing a reconnaissance of sorts, going around in the truck, looking at camp spots and trails, and marking waypoints in the Gaia GPS for future use. And lo and behold, it's the future, and we're using it. So we had ourselves a nice little truck venture to get out here, and noticed that there was not a lot of people out tonight. So it's a weeknight, we've got the place to ourselves. We actually managed to snag our favorite spot that we found on the trip in scouting out locations. It's a little bit of a rough road to get down here. You could definitely do it in a normal car, but it'd be helpful to have an off-road type vehicle or all-wheel drive type vehicle to get down here. It might deter some people, the roughness of the road. Otherwise, but this is prime spot for camping. We really like that we got this spot. So we're gonna get set up, and then I think it's time for some camp cooking. Gotta get geared up. Actually, this is kind of good that getting the mosquitoes away from my neck. Okay, now I'm not mosquito food any longer. This is the first time Michael's putting a tent together, so we're gonna see how well he does. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I think you can do it. fire's allowed in the forest right now. It is fire season. So in place of fire, we are going to wrap this log with a battery-powered LED light strip to create a little camp ambiance. Okay, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Our campfire, when you can't have a campfire. When you absolutely positively must light up the entire camp. Truck light rack. Lights on the truck. Watch me eat peppers. There are lots of twinkly lights on the truck. Watch me eat peppers. That's what someone commented that on my video. It's pretty funny. You're getting it. Yep. Good morning, campers. We had a good night's sleep here at camp next to this running creek. There's something about sleeping next to a running water source that I find very soothing when camping. But we've gotten up, did a little walking this morning. I noticed over here, the road we came in on last night, or yesterday evening anyway, actually used to go back a little bit farther. And now it's been barricaded with some tank stoppers, giant boulders back here, and it looks like it may have done that relatively recently. I mean, this looks like it might have been a road 20 years ago. So very interesting. Curious to know where that goes, but I guess this is an excuse to have a dirt bike someday so you can get back to places like that. Or you just hike in on foot when you're not lazy. But now I think it's time to cook some camp breakfast and then get back on the trail. At a little cool camp spot. Actually, we're not going to use it today because we're going to be camping near a lake, but we wanted to check this out, and I think this will be a great potential future camp spot for a different vlog episode. But we climbed probably 2,000 or more feet into the mountainous area around Deschutes National Forest. And you can see these giant trees here. This is a very, very large camp spot, kind of for dispersed camping. There's actually a fire pit over here, which is pretty cool. Someone's been using this, and you could fit like 4 or 5 vehicles in here, easy. So you could do a cool group camp. And what I think would be neat is to come back and do this as a winter camp, because the trail's pretty rugged, so that would be a cool challenge to get through here in the winter, because I'm sure it's pretty snowy up here during the winter time. And we could camp here for a future vlog. So comment below if you think a winter camp in the mountains is a good idea. See how well the Raptor does tackling mountainous terrain in the winter and the snow. The other thing I want to point out is this new bumper I have is rocking. Like, I love the clearance of this Mojave bumper. This is my first trip out with it, and already I can tell that it's giving me way more clearance than my stock OEM bumper would have given me in different rough terrain and what have you. So that's really cool. One other thing to announce, and I have to remove my scarf to do it, and I know that this scarf either triggers you or makes you very happy, but I want to show up the t-shirt because I launched a merch store on Teespring, and you can find a link to that merch store in the description below, or in the About section of my YouTube page, or on my Instagram account, The Wayland Raptor. There's a link there as well. So I launched a merch store to help support this channel. So any support I get from my followers and subscribers, check out the merch store. If there's anything you like, please get it. And that will help go to support this channel and help me improve this vlog and make better content as I progress as a vlogger. So that is all I wanted to say about the merch store for now. I really appreciate your support. I'm going to jump back in the truck, and we're going to head on out for more truck venture. We made it to our next camp spot, and it's a place called Driftwood Campground, which is actually kind of a rough campground, but it is a campground near Three Creek Lake, right on the shore. Pretty cool views of the lake. We're going to get to grilling. We got here right at sunset, had to quickly set up the camp before it got dark. Now it's dark, but now it's time to eat. Woke up from camp, getting packed up. It is a very, very picturesque location, super pretty lake. However, also very windy, so we had our time sleeping last night with all the wind. If you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.